Picture this. The early morning light filters through heavy curtains, casting golden rays across a wooden desk scattered with leather-bound books, half-melted candles, and a steaming cup of tea. The world outside still hums with sleep, but in this quiet sanctuary, you begin your day with clarity, focus, and intention. Keep watching, because by the end you'll understand why this timeless routine carries even greater importance in the fast-paced world of 2025. This isn't just another morning. It's a dark academia morning routine, designed not only to embrace the aesthetic, but to sharpen your mind, deepen your focus, and prepare you for hours of productive study. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on our upcoming videos. Now, let's get started. The philosophy of a dark academia morning. A dark academia-inspired morning routine is not simply about tasks. It's about the philosophy behind them. At its core, dark academia values knowledge, reflection, and the beauty of the ordinary. Beginning the day in this spirit allows you to set an intellectual and emotional tone that carries throughout your studies. It's a celebration of slowness in a world obsessed with rushing, an intentional act of choosing depth over speed, quality over quantity. By integrating small rituals into your morning, ones that feel timeless, vintage, and scholarly, you create not just a routine, but a rhythm of life that fuels focus and study efficiency. Waking with intention. The routine begins not with your alarm clock, but with how you wake. Instead of checking your phone first thing, keep it away from your bedside. Instead, place a classic alarm clock or a pocket watch on your nightstand. The physical act of winding an alarm or turning it off grounds you in the present moment. As you wake, open your curtains slightly to let in natural light. Dark academia thrives on contrast, the interplay of shadows and morning brightness. Take a few deep breaths, noticing the stillness of the room, before you move into the flow of your day. Morning ambience, setting the mood. Before diving into study or preparation, set your space. Light a candle, turn on a desk lamp with a warm amber glow, or open the window to let in fresh morning air. Playing soft instrumental music, perhaps Bach, Chopin, or Debussy, creates a soundscape that gently awakens your mind. This environment isn't just for aesthetics. Studies show that a calm, structured environment lowers stress and improves focus. By curating ambience first, you're priming your brain to associate mornings with both peace and productivity. Writing ritual. Morning pages or journaling. One powerful dark academia ritual is writing. Keep a leather-bound journal or a fountain pen at your desk and dedicate a few minutes to morning pages. Write down your thoughts, dreams, goals, or simply reflections on what inspires you. This act of writing clears mental clutter, giving you a sharper focus when you begin studying. Beyond practicality, it echoes the aesthetic, ink on paper, thoughts captured in timeless form. Journaling also strengthens long-term memory and helps you prioritize tasks. Reading before the day begins. Dark academia celebrates the written word, so dedicate a small portion of your morning to reading. This doesn't need to be long. Even 10 minutes spent with a novel, a piece of philosophy, or a poem sets a contemplative tone. Choose works that inspire depth, perhaps a sonnet by Shakespeare, a page from Marcus Aurelius, or a few paragraphs of Virginia Woolf. The goal is not speed but absorption. Reading in the morning also stimulates your mind, enhances vocabulary, and gives you a creative edge for the day. The ritual of tea or coffee. A dark academia morning wouldn't be complete without the ritual of a warm drink. Instead of rushing with instant coffee, make the process intentional. Brew a rich cup of black tea, steeping it slowly, or prepare coffee using a French press. The aroma itself becomes part of the experience, creating a sensory ritual that signals the transition from waking to focus. Using vintage mugs, teacups, or even silver spoons adds to the aesthetic. It's a small act, but when repeated daily, it becomes a grounding habit that enhances mindfulness. Dressing the part. Though it might be tempting to stay in pajamas, dark academia mornings emphasize intentional dressing. Choose clothes that reflect the aesthetic and put you into a scholarly mindset. Wool sweaters, collared shirts, laid skirts, or tailored trousers, all in muted tones like beige, charcoal, olive, and brown, create an atmosphere of purpose. Psychologists call this enclothed cognition, the idea that what we wear influences how we think and perform. Dressing in a dark academia style, even at home, makes studying feel more like an intellectual pursuit than a chore. Movement for the mind and body. Before settling into studies, engage your body. A short walk outside, stretching exercises, or even yoga by candlelight can invigorate you. Movement improves circulation and oxygenates the brain, which boosts concentration. In true dark academia spirit, you might even take a quiet morning stroll with a book in hand, like scholars of old universities. The act itself, even if brief, bridges body and intellect. Planning the day with intention. Efficiency begins with planning. At your desk, open a planner or journal and outline your tasks. Prioritize your most challenging study session for the morning, when your mind is sharpest. Dark academia values handwritten notes, so avoid digital apps here. A fountain pen and a structured planner help you map your day while giving the ritual a tactile, vintage feel. This not only keeps you organized but also instills discipline, the hallmark of academic excellence. Breakfast as a scholarly ritual. Breakfast should be nourishing, simple, and slow. Avoid processed or rushed meals. Instead, opt for something hearty but balanced: porridge with honey, toast with jam, or fruit with nuts. Preparing breakfast mindfully and eating without screens allows you to anchor your morning with calmness. Think of this meal not just as food, but as fuel for your intellectual pursuits. The scholars of the past, after all, relied on simple, sustaining foods before long hours in libraries and lecture halls. Creating a study ambience. Once you've completed your rituals, it's time to begin the core of the morning. Study. But instead of simply opening a laptop, curate your environment. Stack your books neatly, light another candle, or place fresh flowers in a vase on your desk. Having a ritual before studying signals to your brain that it's time to focus. Playing quiet music, string quartets, or instrumental jazz can further enhance concentration. By turning study into an experience, you transform it from obligation into art. Avoiding distractions. Efficiency thrives on discipline. One dark academia-inspired strategy is to limit digital distractions. Keep your phone out of reach, preferably in another room, and focus on analog tools when possible. Use notebooks, physical textbooks, and pens to engage more deeply with material. When digital tools are necessary, apps that block notifications or websites can help. The key is to maintain the sanctity of your study nook, allowing it to feel timeless, undisturbed by the chaos of constant alerts. Deep work in the morning hours. Mornings are the most productive time for deep, focused study. Set aside at least an hour or two for uninterrupted work. Use the Pomodoro technique if needed: minus 25 minutes of focus, followed by a 5-minute break. But keep breaks intentional. Instead of scrolling your phone, step outside, stretch, or read a poem. This balance of effort and pause reflects the dark academia lifestyle. Discipline coupled with reflection. It's not about cramming as much as possible, but about immersing yourself fully in the subject at hand. Infusing beauty into study materials. Even your study tools can reflect the aesthetic. Replace plastic pens with fountain pens, keep notes in leather-bound journals, and use bookmarks instead of scraps of paper. When your tools feel beautiful, the act of studying itself feels elevated. Studies show that writing by hand improves comprehension and retention, so incorporating these tools isn't just aesthetic, it's scientifically effective. Reflection and gratitude. As the morning session concludes, take a moment to reflect. Write down what you accomplished, what you learned, or how you felt. Gratitude is a small but powerful practice, and it aligns beautifully with dark academia's reflective nature. Why this routine increases focus and efficiency. Every step of this dark academia morning routine is intentional. By reducing digital noise, creating ambience, embracing rituals, and balancing productivity with reflection, you sharpen your mind and sustain focus. You aren't just moving through tasks, you're creating a life of intellectual depth and purpose. If this dark academia morning routine inspired you to design your own timeless rituals for focus and study efficiency, then let this be just the beginning of your journey. For more guides, inspiration, and explorations into the world of dark academia, make sure you subscribe to the Dark Academia Journal. Step into each day with elegance, intention, and a love for knowledge, and let's romanticize the pursuit of learning together.